Good morning children, welcome back to online class. So today I am going to continue the economics lesson 4 government and taxes. Okay, the last class what are the things we learned under that 4.1 alone I explained I think so children. Role of government in developmental policies. Yes, many developmental policies I explained in the class. Defense, foreign policy, yes, conducting the periodical elections, law and order, is it? Then public administration. Yes, then sixth one I explained about that redistribution of income as well as poverty alleviation. Yes, alleviation in the sense removal like that I told. Is it children? Yes, the last one regulate the economy. Yes, so these are the developmental plans of the government like that we learned. So in this class what are the things we are going to learn in the sense under that 4.2, 4.3 as well as 4.4 also I am going to explain. Under that 4.2 what is given in the sense what is meant by tax. Yes, in that 4.2 as well as 4.3 the same thing only it is given children. What is meant by tax as well as what are the ways and all government is utilizing that amount. Okay, so from us they were collecting the tax, is it? So what are the ways and all the government is utilizing? Yes, so for the welfare of the people as well as some public matters also they were utilizing. So those things also we are going to learn under 4.2 as well as 4.3. Yes, 4.3 types of taxes we are going to learn. Two types of the taxes are there, direct taxes as well as indirect taxes. Yes, so many that sub taxes are there. Yes, under the direct taxes many taxes are there which mean income tax, corporate tax as well as wealth tax. So these are the things we are going to learn. Then under that indirect taxes, yes, indirect taxes in the sense entertainment tax, stamp duty, stamp tax, stamp duty, at the same time excise tax. Yes, so these are the things and all we are going to learn from this class. Okay children, yes, take your book all of you children, page number 322. Yes, 322, take it children. Tax. Yes, in your book what is given in the sense the origin. Yes, so this word this tax, this word from where it derived in the sense from the word taxation. What is the meaning of the taxation in the sense estimate? Yes, estimation. Yes, the calculation, that's a meaning. Okay, estimate in the sense that's a meaning of calculation. Yes, that's a meaning children. The next one, 1 minute children. Yes. The second line, second para, what is given in the sense the taxation is a means by which government. So what is given here in the sense in the meaning alone I am telling children, the government is collecting the taxes from us. Okay, from us it is collecting the taxes. It need to it need to it need to fulfill its expenditure. What is meant by expenditure? Chelavu. Okay, that's a meaning. Okay, it need to fulfill, the government has to fulfill its expenditure. So that's what they are collecting the taxes from us. Okay, not only from us, from the corporate companies also they were collecting the taxes. Entities like that, entities like that it is given children. Entities in the sense corporate companies, companies like that we can take. Okay, so from us in the sense citizens like that it is given. Government is collecting the taxes from us as well as the corporate companies. So that's a meaning. So what is the main purpose of the taxation? What's the main purpose? What's the main aim in the sense to accumulate the funds? Yes, to accumulate in the sense what is the meaning? To deposit. Okay, so to keep the money in one place. Okay, for the welfare of the people only they are going to spend. Who is going to spend? The government is going to spend. So that is given children here. The main purpose of taxation is to accumulate the fund for the functioning of the government machinery. Yes, so that's the thing. The next line, what is given in the sense, this line, for the welfare of the state. Yes, for the welfare state only they were collecting the taxes. It's the same thing only it is given children. From us only they are they were collecting the taxes. Government is collecting the taxes not only from us but also from the corporate companies like that I told just before. Then what's the main purpose of that taxation in the sense they were accumulating the wealth. Accumulating in the sense they were keeping the amount in one place. Yes, for the welfare of the government machineries only they were utilizing. So that's a meaning. Yes, then last point what is given in the sense for the welfare of the people, for the welfare of the state only they were collecting the taxes like that it is given. The next para, Yes, the next, the same thing only, the 5-1 answer, children. This is very interesting. Yes, as well as very important, easy also. Taxes are the compulsory payment. Each and every people, compulsorily they have to pay the amount to the government without any expectation. We need not expect anything from the government like that it is given. Yes, we need not expect any benefit from the government. Yes, we are the taxpayers. When we are paying the taxes, compulsorily we have to pay the taxes. Moreover, we need not expect any we need not expect anything from the government like that it is given. Okay. Yes, then next one, Professor Seligman, he is giving the definition. Yes, for a tax. So what is given in the sense? The same thing it is given, children. A compulsory contribution. Yes, compulsory contribution. A person, compulsorily has to pay the amount to the government to defray. What is the meaning of defray in the sense? To meet. Okay, in order to meet the expenses of the government, each and every person, yes, each and every citizen has to pay the amount. Yes, a part of the amount, has to pay to the government. So that's the meaning here. Okay, children. Yes, defray in the sense to meet the expenses. Incurred in the sense happened. Okay, otherwise we can tell occurred. Okay, occurred in the common interest of all, without a reference, is without expecting any special interest from the government. So that's a that's a Seligman's definition of taxation. A compulsory contribution from a person. Each and every person compulsorily has to pay the tax amount to the government. Yes, so that much only. The next one, next para, what is given? We can see, children, why taxes? Why? Yes, what's the reason? Yes, what's the reason? Why? What for they were collecting the taxes? Yes, the same thing only it is given, children, here. Here you can check it, children. States and their functional equivalent. States, you know the meaning. Yes, and their functional equivalents in the sense equal government. States and as well as the equal government. For example, local bodies also has the power to collect the taxes from the people. Is it, children? Yes. So functional equivalent in the sense, what is the meaning? Equal government. Yes. Then throughout the history, yes, throughout the history, they have the power. State government as well as local bodies or village panchayat. They have the power to collect the taxes from the people. Okay. So that amount, they were using for the various functions. Okay. Various functions. So what are the functions for what are the things that they were utilizing our tax amount in the sense, transportation. Yes, for the welfare of the transport, for improvement, for the development of the transportation, sanitation. Yes, public safety, education, healthcare systems. So for as well as military, scientific research, culture and the art, public works and public insurance. For these things also they were, for these things only, they were collecting the taxes. Government is collecting the taxes from the public. Okay, so that's the thing. The government's ability to raise the taxes is called as fiscal ability. Underline fiscal in the sense financial ability. So what is meant by fiscal ability? Otherwise financial ability in the capacity in the sense, the government's ability to raise the taxes. You people knows very well. So suddenly, very suddenly they used to raise the prices of, petrol, diesel. That's the capacity of the government. That's the ability of the government. That's the financial ability of the government. Like that, they are telling. Yes, the next para is page number 323, children. You can check it. When expenditure in the sense, just before I told, I think so, children, chelavu. Okay, yes, so that when the expenditure exceed, what is the meaning in the sense? More than the tax revenue. Okay, yes, when the expenditure is more than the tax revenue, a government, government will get more debt in the sense kadan. Okay, yes, so here once again I am telling, when the expenditure is more than the tax revenue, a government is getting more and more debt. Okay, yes. So the portion of the taxes is sometimes, the government is utilizing the tax amount for the past debts to rectify, or to reduce the past debts also. They were utilizing our tax amount like that it is given. Yes, then government, also use the taxes to fund for welfare as well as public services. So public services in the sense, what are they? Education systems, pensions for the elders. Okay, so for elders and all, they were giving the pensions, is it? Then unemployment benefits as well as the public transportation. For these also government is utilizing the tax amount like that it is given. Then moreover, the energy, yes, energy in the sense power supply, yes, water as well as waste management systems also they were utilizing. Waste management in the sense what is there? They were removing that that waste materials, everything, disposal of the household items, everything they are doing, is it? So for these purposes also they were utilizing the tax amount. The government is utilizing the tax amount. Yes, so this much only, children. The next one is the same page, I think so, children. Yeah, 323. Do you know column it is given? Taxation in India. Yes, from when onwards, this method we are following in the sense of from the ancient period. Yes, see, from the period of Manusmriti. Yes, Manusmriti as well as Arthasastra. Yes, Arthasastra is the name of the book. Yes, wrote by Kautilya, otherwise called as Chanakya. Okay, yes, in that book itself, it was mentioned about the taxation in India. Okay, the present Indian tax system, is based on this ancient tax system. On which tax system? Manusmriti as well as Arthasastra. In that books and all, what are the things they were mentioned? The same tax system only they were following till. Yes, so that's a meaning. The next one, yeah, under the 4.3. So 4.2, what are the things are there in the sense? A tax, I told. What is meant by tax? Is from the common people, they were collecting the taxes. So each and every people also compulsorily they have to pay the amount to the government without any expectations like that I told in the 4.2. Then why taxes in the sense? Why in the sense? For the welfare of other purposes also, for the welfare of, other things also, the government is utilizing that amount like that I told. Moreover, for rectify the past debts also they were utilizing, yes, our amount, our taxation, tax amount like that I told. Then in 4.3, what is given in the sense? It's very interesting, types of taxes. Okay, what are the types of taxes are there in the sense? There are two types of the taxes are there. Direct tax as well as indirect tax. Okay, direct tax as well as indirect tax. In the direct tax, what are the things are there? So what are the taxes are there in the sense? Income tax we can tell. Okay, directly the government is levying on the basis of their salary. Okay, on the basis of their salary we are paying the amount to the government, that is income tax. Wealth tax, okay, wealth tax on the property taxes. Yes, property. Yes, then the last one, corporation tax. Yes, corporation tax, otherwise called as corporate tax, like that also we can tell. So these are the taxes will come under the control of the direct tax. Okay, children, now I am going to explain, children. A tax imposed on an individual or an organization which is paid directly is a direct tax. So direct tax in the sense, what is the meaning? In the sense, government is levying, imposed like that it is given in your book. I am telling levied. Okay, the same meaning only, children. Okay, a tax imposed or levied on an individual. Yes, on an individual, is a separate person, each and every person, or an organization or an factory. Yes, so or an factory or an organization which is paid directly, that is called as direct tax. That is called as direct tax. The burden of your direct tax, cannot be shifted to others. The particular person only has to pay the taxes. This is called as direct tax. Okay, yes. Then here one definition is given, children. J.S. Mill. Yes, how he is defining. Yes, what he is defining about the direct tax in the sense. Here meaning I am telling. Here the situation you can read, children. Here what is the meaning in the sense? To whom the government is levied the taxes, that particular person only has to pay the taxes. The particular taxpayer only has to pay the taxes. He cannot shift the burden to others. So that is the meaning. Some direct taxes, just before I told income tax, wealth tax and corporation tax. Okay, once again I am telling, children, direct tax in the sense the government, to whom they were levied the taxes, that particular person only has the ability to pay the taxes to the government. He cannot, shift his burden to others. So that is called as direct taxes. Okay, yes. Then next, what is given in the sense in your book, one column is there, children. So that one I arranged, children. In India, yes, income tax, which year it was introduced? In the sense, very, very interesting. One word answer you can expect, children, in the question papers. Okay, for the first time, in the year 1860, yes, 1860, by Sir James Wilson. This person was responsible for the introduction of the tax system in India. So, which time it was introduced, in the sense, which year, in the sense, in the year 1860. So, what was the situation that time, in the sense, it was 1857 revolt was responsible. 1857, because of the 1857 revolt, government met many losses. Okay, British government met much losses. Yes, because of the Great Revolt of 1857. Great Revolt of 1857 is otherwise called as what we told in the classes. Yes, the first war of Indian independence. First war of Indian independence. That's a Great Revolt of 1857. So those time, government, British government, especially British government, met some losses. Because of that only, in the year 1860, Sir James Wilson, this person, introduced the tax system for the first time. Okay. Yes. The next one, what are the direct taxes are there? Yes. First one, income tax. Income tax, what is that, in the sense? Government is levying the taxes upon each and every person, like that I told. It's depending on it's based on the income of the person. It's based on the income of a person. Sorry, children. Yes, it's charged in the sense levied or imposed. Okay, directly based on the income of a person. So it will be vary from person to person. Is it? Some person used to get only 10,000. Some person used to get 50,000. Some person used to get more than 1 lakh. Is it? Yes. So per year. Is it? So that's a income tax. Okay. So it is charged directly based on the income of a person. It will be vary from person to person. So this is called as income tax. This is very important tax, like that it is given. Most common tax as well as most important tax, which one, in the sense, income tax. Okay. The next one, corporate tax. Okay. The next one, corporate tax. So here, taxes are levied on the companies. Okay. Only on the companies that exist as a separate entities. Separate entities, in the sense, separately some people used to start the business. Okay. So from their shareholders, they used to separate. Yes, they never ever joined with the shareholders. They used to separately, construct the buildings, construct the industries, and they used to run the industries. So from those people, government is collecting the amount. So that is the corporate tax. It is charged on royalties, interest gains from the sale of capital asset. Yes, capital asset, in the sense, property. When they are selling the property, they used to earn some amount. Yes, for that also they have to pay the taxes to the government. That is the meaning. The next one, and fee for a technical services. Yes, so for technical issues, if anything happen, they used to do something. So that from that occasion also, government is collecting the taxes from that. Okay, dividend. What is mean by dividend? Okay, what is mean by dividend, in the sense, children? You can underline the dividend alone. Underline, children. Here, sorry, children. Some amount of money paid by the company. Regularly, the company is paying the money to its shareholders. Okay, out of its profit. Out of its profit, if a company paying the money to its shareholder, that is called as dividend. Once again, you write it, underline and then write it. A sum of money, S-U-M. A sum of money, M-O-N-E-Y, money, paid regularly by a company, to its shareholders, out of its profit, out of its profit. That's the meaning of dividend. Okay. The next, what is given, in the sense, wealth tax. Yes, so this one, we can check, children. Yes, it is given, page number 323, it is available, children. Yes, so what is given, in the sense, corporate tax. Under that, foreign companies, they have to pay the taxes. For example, here many foreign companies are established in India. Is it especially in Tamil Nadu also foreign companies are there? For example, that Kudangulam, that nuclear power plant is a Russian plant is available here. Those countries also, yes, the foreign companies whomever established their firm here in India, those people has to pay the taxes. That tax also is called as corporate tax. Okay, so here it is given, children, income. Yes, yearly income. For Indian companies, 25% only they have to pay to the as a tax. Okay, income, how much they are getting? See, less than 50 crore. When they are getting less than 50 crore income per year, Indian companies, in the sense, they have to pay only 25%. At the same time, foreign companies 40% taxes, has to pay to the Indian government. Yes, why they have to pay the taxes to the Indian government? In the sense, their firm, their industries are in India. That's what, Indian government is levying the taxes in the name of corporate tax on the foreign companies. Okay, so here the next situation, see, more than 50 crore, in the sense, Indian companies only 30%. Only 30% taxes they have to pay. At the same time, foreign companies 40% taxes they have to pay. Yes, when they are getting more than 50 crore per year. Okay, so that's a meaning. Okay, the next one, what is given, we can see wealth tax. Okay, wealth tax. What is mean by wealth tax? In the sense, everybody, majority of them have a wealth, is it? We have the wealth is property we have. Is it a property? Asset. Okay, that's a thing. Wealth tax, is charged on the benefits derived from the property ownership. What is the meaning I am telling, children? Meaning alone I am telling. The owners are getting the benefits from their property. So, the government is levying the taxes on their property. The owners are getting the some benefits, some profits from their property. Okay, so from their land, they are getting some amount, some profits. So the government is levying the taxes on their property. So that is called as wealth tax. Okay, this type of the tax, government is levying on the individuals as well as the companies alike. Okay, so the companies also, if they have the wealth, if they are utilizing that wealth, they have to pay the taxes to the government. That is called as wealth tax. Okay, yes. The next one, what is given in the sense, page number 323, it is given, children. The one blue color box is there. It's very, very interesting. 3 level, the government is collecting the taxes. 3 tier, like that it is given. 3 tiers, tiers in the sense, 3 levels. Okay, 3 levels in the sense, what are the ways and all Indian government is collecting the taxes in the sense, see, second line, there are taxes that can be collected by the union government. One type of the taxes, union government is collecting. Yes, in India, almost all the direct taxes are collected by the union government. Okay, so union government is collecting. What type of the taxes they were collecting? Only the, that direct taxes alone they were collecting, like that it is given. Okay, direct taxes collecting. Okay, not alone. Okay, taxes on GST. See, goods and services, tax also, goods and services tax in the sense GST. Okay, GST tax is also collected by the both government. Union government also collecting, state government also collecting. Then third situation, the taxes on properties are collected by the local government. Yes, property tax, water tax, that EB bill. Yes, so these are the things and all. Who is collecting this? Yes, who is collecting? Local government. Yes, village panchayat is collecting. Yes, that in India we collect more tax revenue through the indirect taxes than through the direct taxes. So through the indirect taxes only they were collecting much taxes, like that it is given. Yes, for example, which one? GST. Yes, when we are going to purchase the dresses in the textile shop, we are paying that GST. Yes, when we are buying the grocery items, we are paying the GST. Yes, so goods and services tax. Then customs duty also we are paying. Yes, customs duty in the sense, I am going to explain that, children. Okay, so manufactured, from the manufactured goods, they were collecting some taxes. Yes, when we are shifting the manufactured goods from one place to another, we have to pay the excise duty, otherwise called as customs duty, to the government. Okay, yes, so these are the things we are going to learn. Okay, the last, the indirect taxes. Okay, direct tax and indirect tax, like that I told the children. Indirect tax, what are the things are there in the sense, if the burden of the tax, if the indirect tax in the sense, government is levied the tax on one person, but another person is paying. How it is possible? Government is levying the tax upon one person, but we are sharing. Is it, for example, when we are buying the dresses, we are paying the GST. When we are buying the shoes, we are paying the GST. Yes, actually that person, the shopkeeper, only has to pay the GST amount to the government. But everybody, each and everybody, when we are buying the goods and commodities, we are sharing the GST. We are paying to that particular shop owner. The shop owner is paying to the government. That is the GST. See here some indirect tax. Sorry, if the burden of the tax can be shifted to others, it is an indirect tax. It is shifting. Yes. Then the impact is on one person while the incidence is on the another person. Okay, so that's what I told. The government is levied the taxes on one person, but another person is paying. That's the meaning. Therefore, in the case of indirect taxes, the taxpayer is not a tax bearer. Okay, yes, some indirect taxes, just before I told you, what are the types of the indirect taxes in the sense? Stamp tax, stamp duty is there, entertainment duty is there, yes, excise duty is there, yes, otherwise called as customs duty, and also GST, yes, Goods and Service Act. Then stamp duty, yes, what is meant by stamp duty in the sense? In your book also it is given, page number 324, children, 324, you can take it. Stamp duty. Stamp duty is how it is which situation we are paying the stamp duty in the sense during the time of marriage registration. Yes, during the time of the marriage registration or document. Yes, documents. Yes, when we are purchasing the property. Yes, the document completion that time. Yes, that time also we have to pay the stamp duty to the government. Duty in the sense a tax. Okay, and in some contractual agreements. So when we are signing some agreements, some contracts, when we are signing also, we have to pay the stamp duty to the government. Okay, so that's the thing, children. So during the marriage registration, we have to pay the amount. We have to pay the stamp duty to the government, as well as property, when we are buying the property, purchasing the property time also, we have to pay the stamp duty to the government. And contractual agreements time also we have to pay the stamp duty to the government. The next one, entertainment tax. Entertainment tax. So what is meant by entertainment tax in the sense? Entertainment tax is a duty that is, so this situation I am going to tell children. So this tax, when we are going to movie, yes, movie ticket, yes, when we are buying the movie ticket, we are paying some taxes. That tax is called as entertainment tax. Then tickets to amusement parks. Yes, when we are going to ecological parks as well as amusement parks, they were collecting some amount. Yes, so the half of the amount, it is going to the government. Okay, that is the entertainment tax. Then exhibition. Yes, when they are conducting exhibition, the entrance fees we are paying. Is it, children? There's sports events, when they are conducting cricket match, hockey match time also, we are paying some amount. Government is collecting some amount from the people. Is it? Yes, so those amount is called as entertainment tax. Okay, children. So, children, the next one, excise duty. Yes, excise duty. What is meant by excise duty in the sense? It's very, very interesting, children. Excise, this type of the taxes, it's levied upon the manufactured goods. Yes, levied upon the manufactured goods. So, manufactured goods, they used to shift from one country to another, otherwise from one place to another. So that time, they were using ship or train. So that time, they have to pay the amount. That amount is called as excise duty. Excise duty. Okay. This is one of the indirect tax. Okay, children. The next one, Yes, next one, the last one, GST. Yes, GST, what is that in the sense? Goods and service tax. Okay, it's one of the indirect tax, children. So, which year it was passed in the parliament in the sense? On 29th March 2017, it was passed. Yes, this bill was passed in the parliament. The act came into effect on July 1st, 2017. So, 2017 onwards, we are paying the GST. Okay, 2017, July 1st onwards, we are paying the GST to the government. The motto is one nation, one market and one tax. So, that is called as GST. Okay, the next do you know column is there, children. The next do you know column is there. In the do you know column, France was the first country to implement GST in 1954, like that it is given. Then, so this much enough, children. Okay, this is the one word answer. You can mark it. France was the first country. So, in the year 1954 on itself, they were implemented. Who were implemented? France is the first country. It was the first country to implement GST in 1954. Is this much enough, children? The next class I will teach the remaining. Okay, children, 4.4, next class I will teach. Thank you, children.